2 in the morning. The engine room is running itself. No alarms, no noise you didn't expect. Just the plant, doing what it's built to do. This is the most dangerous watch you will ever stand.
The quiet one. Not the one where something's already on fire?
The quiet one, because quiet is when you stop looking. Welcome back to the Standing Orders. I'm the Chief. This is Ramirez. Last week we talked about knowing your ship cold before you ever stand a watch alone. Today we talk about what you do once you're standing it. Today's order is about the round, not the alarm panel, the physical walk you make through your spaces, on schedule every time, whether anything is wrong or not. Modern plants are built to run unattended. That's the whole idea behind an unmanned machinery space. Sensors, automation, alarms that call the duty engineer if something goes outside its normal range.
So if the automation's that good, why am I still doing rounds at all?
Because automation tells you what it was built to measure. It doesn't tell you what it wasn't built to notice. A sensor can tell you a bearing's temperature. It can't tell you it smells different than it did yesterday. It can't tell you a bolt is backing out or a gasket is starting to weep 3 days before it fails outright. On my ship, on the gas side especially, I want eyes and a nose in those spaces on a schedule, not just a screen in the control room.
So the round is checking on the automation, not replacing it.
The round is what catches the thing the automation hasn't learned to catch yet. Here's how I want a round done. Every space, every time, same order, so you notice when something's different. You look before you listen. You listen before you touch. And you touch before you ever trust a gauge over your own hand on the casing. Ramirez, tell me what you're checking on your purifier round.
Bowl vibration, discharge temperature, the sludge tank level, and I check the drive belt tension.
And on the gas side, the FGSS spaces?
Gas detection readings at each head, ventilation running, and I check for frost patterns on any of the cryogenic lines that shouldn't be there.
Good, that's the list. Now here's the discipline part. You do it at the same points in the watch, not whenever it's convenient. Because the value of a round isn't the round itself. It's the comparison to the last one. You can't compare today to yesterday if you don't do it the same way both times.
So a round that's rushed or skipped isn't just a round you missed. It's a data point you'll never get back.
That's exactly it.
Okay, but be honest with me. 2 in the morning, everything's quiet, I've done 4 rounds already and nothing's ever different. At some point, doesn't it become a formality?
That's the most dangerous sentence a watchkeeper can say to himself. And I want you to remember I told you that right before you hear why.
I'm bracing for it.
You should be. Because the failures that hurt people aren't the ones where the alarm goes off and everyone jumps. Those we're trained for. It's the ones where a round gets shorter and shorter and shorter until one night it doesn't happen at all. And that's the exact night something was different.
So the boredom is the risk, not the emergency.
The boredom is exactly the risk. Let's go to the case file because I want you to hear what that actually costs. January 2024, the cargo vessel Stride docked at Barber's Cut Marine Terminal in LaPorte, Texas, just after 3:30 in the morning, bunkering operation underway. The Husky NTSB investigated this one, and I want you to hear it in order, because every step is a step your rounds discipline is built to catch. Start with the machinery. 6 weeks before the fire, during a routine parts replacement, the wrong valve went into a diesel oil tank fill line. The drawing called for a standard angle stop valve. What got installed was an angle stop check valve, one-way flow only. That's not a small substitution. A check valve does not do what a stop valve does. It changes how the whole tank fills.
So the tank couldn't fill the way it was supposed to.
It couldn't. Instead, diesel oil backed up and went out the common vent line and cascaded down onto operating machinery in the engine room. Now here's the part that belongs in this episode, not the last one. That wrong valve sat there for 6 weeks. Bunkering happened before, more than once, without anyone catching it, because the procedure that would have caught it wasn't being followed. The vessel's own safety management system required engine crew to monitor tank levels during bunkering. On the night of the fire, investigators found that crew were not monitoring those levels the way the procedure demanded.
So it's the same thing we just said. A boring, repetitive job, done constantly, and the round that's supposed to happen during it stopped happening the way it was written.
Exactly that. Bunkering is routine. It's done all the time. And routine is exactly where a monitoring round gets quietly shortened until the one time it would have mattered. There's one more piece. The company's own procedure required a minimum of 4 engineering crew for a bunkering operation. That night, there were 3, 2 officers, and 1 rating. Diesel oil cascading onto hot, operating machinery ignited. Fire broke out in the engine room. Shoreside firefighters and the ship's own emergency team extracted 3 crew members from the engine control room who could not get out on their own. 2 of them died on scene. 1 was seriously injured. The vessel itself was declared a constructive total loss. $12 million gone. I want to be precise with you. The same way I was last week. I'm not giving you names. I'm not giving you invented conversation from that engine room. I'm giving you what the investigators confirmed. A wrong valve sitting unnoticed for 6 weeks. A monitoring round that the procedure demanded and that did not happen the way it was written. A watch stood short-handed.
The wrong valve didn't cause the fire by itself.
Say the rest of it.
The wrong valve caused the fire because nobody was watching the tank levels the way the safety management system said they had to. That's what let it go from a bad valve to diesel oil on hot machinery, with nobody there to see it happening.
That's the whole case. That's exactly what the walk is supposed to catch. Standing order number 2. A round with nothing to report is not a round that found nothing wrong. It's a round that hasn't found it yet. Walk every space, every time, the same way, or the ship will pick the night you stop to show you why you shouldn't have.
Walk it the same way every time, so you notice the one time it's different.
Carry that into your next watch. If you're an unmanned machinery space engineer or about to become one, go check your own rounds checklist this week. Not the laminated copy, the one you actually follow at 2 in the morning. See if there's still the same list. Subscribe for standing order number 3. And Ramirez wants to hear this one.
Tell me the moment a nothing to report round turned out to be wrong. I want the real ones, not the near misses you laugh about later.
Those are the ones that teach you the most.